Welcome my dear student to digital learning class of mathematics. As you all know, we have started a very new chapter, that is our data handling. So yesterday I have just shared with you that is the introduction part. So today I am going to tell you the important definitions of the chapter. So let's start. Important definitions. First is our raw data. So that is raw data means whatever we are collecting in an unorganized form, that is our raw data. So here I am talking about data is mostly available to us in an unorganized form, is called raw data. After that, when we are interpreting it and systematically representing, that is called data handling. So in order to draw meaningful inferences from the given data, we need to organize the data systematically. This is called your organization of data, or we call it generally data handling. This is a data handling. After then we have frequency. So frequency give us number of times a particular entry occurs. To understand this, you can take an example like consider you have 7 subjects and you are getting 20 out of 25 subject. So that 20 is frequency, which is most repeated entry. So next we have raw data or group data. Group means we are talking about a group, like 7th class is a group, 9th class is a group, 10th class is a group. So in a group how many students were there? In this way, when a data can be grouped or presented systematically through grouped frequency distribution. So we can arrange group frequency distribution where we are talking about a particular group. Even we can make age group 0 to 5 year, 5 to 10 year, how many students are there. So in this way we can do grouping. Next is grouped data can be represented by using histogram. Histogram is also a graphical representation like bar graph, but it is just mixed with the bars. So in this histogram type diagram we are using class intervals. In histogram, most important word is class interval. Without class interval we are not supposed to use histogram, and they are shown horizontal axis and height of the bars of a frequency in a class intervals. So also there is no gap between the bars and no gap between the class interval. This is very important. There is no gap between the bar. Earlier we have studied in class 7, that is bar graph. Here I am talking about something that is look like a bar graph, but there is no space between the two pillars. So they are attached complete data. Next is our pie chart. Pie chart is look like a circle where we are representing the data with the whole. So next is our probability. This is you are using mostly. Consider today's if cloudy day. So what is the possibility of a rain? Is there rain or not a chances of rain? Maybe you are tossing a coin. Head or tail is a choice. So that means that head and tail is the chances of occurring by tossing a coin. So these all experiment are coming in the category of probability. A random experiment is one whose outcome cannot be predicted exactly in advance. Like rain would be there or there is no rain. So this is not exactly experimentally proved that there is a rain. So next is outcomes of an experiment is equally like each has same chances to occurring. Like you are throwing a dice for Ludo game. So it may be 1, it may be 2 or any number out of 6. So there is a equal chances of coming any number. Next we have what is the probability? Probability is number of outcomes make an event upon total number of outcomes. Consider for a dice. There is 6 is the total number of outcomes. So 6 I need to write in denominator. If I am talking about what is the probability of 1. So 1 is only one time in a die, because there are 6 counting. Total counting we need to write in denominator, that is 6, and numerator we need to write what is our favorable answer, that is 1. So 1 upon 6 is for 1. Similarly, one or more outcome of an experiment make event. Event is the combination of one or more outcomes. So changes and probability are related to life also. This is also having importance in our day-to-day life. So let's see, my dear student, these all definition with the help of pictures and examples. First, frequency. So frequency, as I told you, in a collection of data, the number of time a particular entry is occurring, that is frequency of a entry. So frequency table is representing the frequency of each entry or collection. Consider here I am taking the survey of 15 students, and 15 students, they have interest in different subjects, like some they like English, some they like math, Hindi. So consider maths, 7 students like maths. So how to write 7? For 7 tally mark is very important, that is a new concept for you. If you are interested to write any counting, so first 4 lines straight, fifth one slanting. So that represent your tally mark. Then next 2 lines, that means every time for first 4 counting you need to put 4 straight line, fifth one cross, then sixth once again straight, seventh once again straight. Then English, consider 4 students are liking, so 4 I have written, science 1, Hindi 3. So in this way we can make a table, that is frequency table. I hope now it is clear to you how to utilize the frequency. Frequency tell us, that means particular event entry, how many time it is occurring. Like 7 student like maths, so I need to write 7 in mathematics, for English, science 1, Hindi 3. One more example, like here we have one list of man, woman, boy and girl. Consider in a woman in any society is 28. So how to write 28? That means after every 4, fifth one you need to put a cross. So just write 28, men are 15, boys 5 and girls 12. You can see in the example it is written W, W, G, V, W. So that means W represent women, G represent girls, B represent boy, M represent men. So you can see how we can use this frequency table to represent the data. Now grouped frequency. This I have shared earlier with you. Grouped frequency means we are talking about particular group. Like here I am talking about marks. Consider in any class there is a different marks for each student. So you can create a set like that. How many students score 0 to 10? How many score 11 to 20? Then 21 to 30 and 31 to 40 and 50 out of 50. So in this way we can make a table, then we can write how many student is coming in which category. So this grouping is called class interval. This is called class interval, and here we have upper limit and lower limit. Like in first case we have 0 lower limit and 10 is the upper limit. So next we have here different how to represent frequency in case of grouped frequency. So you can see here this is all grouped frequency, like 800 to 840 is the maximum number of workers where it is height is maximum. So in this way we can represent frequency. Next we have probability, that is very important and it is playing important role in our life. So it is a chance is something that is taken in our everyday life is probability. Probability is the study of chances occurring of an event, like today is a rainy day, or maybe it is a sunny day. So it is a probability, chances of occurring something. For example, taking raincoat on a cloudy day because there are chances of rain. So you are taking your raincoat or something to save you, like that. Similarly, we have preparing topics for exam. So you are preparing for a test. I will prepare this question so that maybe it will come in exam. So there is a chances. Next is buying weighted. Consider you are interested to take any ticket to go somewhere. So there is a chances to get the ticket. So these all are day-to-day life example where we are talking about probability. So probability is generally what? It is chances of occurring an event, and it is the ratio of the two things. One is what is the favorable side and total number of choices. Like in case of dice, when you are playing a game like Ludo. So in the dice you have 6 numbers, 1 to 6. So total outcomes are 6. But there is chances of coming only one number. Consider you are interested to calculate what is the probability of coming 6. So 6 is your favorable number. So how many 6 is there in die? Only 1. So your answer become 1 upon 6, because 6 is the total number of outcomes. So I hope this is clear to you. This is all definition part. Thank you so much.